Some rivalries are just legendary, like Batman vs. Superman, Alien vs. Predator, or Freddy vs. Jason. You might not believe it, but there's another place where rivalries just as epic are formed every day. That's right, we're talking about the Disney Channel. Sure, it has produced wholesome preteen content for years now, but that doesn't mean things didn't get real. The entire network was filled with hormonal teenagers competing to be the biggest stars. Considering how famous many of them are now, it's easy to see why rivalries would form. So let's dive into the 10 biggest Disney Channel rivalries. Zendaya is all the rage right now. She lights up the big screen with Tom Holland in the Spider-Man movies. Not only that, but she also rocks the small screen now with her provocative HBO series Euphoria. Sometimes it's hard to remember that the actress got her start on Disney's Shake It Up. Despite all her success, there's one Disney actress who is not impressed. Zendaya made headlines when she appeared at the 2019 Met Gala wearing a stunning Cinderella-inspired gown. She even had her stylist, La Roche, shooting her with magical clouds to complete the look. Who wouldn't love that? Apparently, Lindsay Lohan. She didn't hold back on social media when she claimed that Claire Danes basically did the same thing in 2016. To be fair, Danes was wearing a light-up Cinderella gown, but it was very different. While Zendaya's fans were all over her, the actress decided to go for a classier comeback. She said in an interview, "People are only negative because negativity is eating away at them. Way to rise above it." Noah and Ellie from The Notebook have one of the most passionate relationships in movie history. That passion culminated in a relationship between former Mouseketeer Ryan Gosling and Doctor Strange star Rachel McAdams. Things weren't always so hot and heavy between the two, though. Apparently, the two would hold up production because they fought so much. It got so bad that Ryan Gosling even asked if another actress could replace her. They eventually had to sit the two of them in a room so they could get it all out in the open. The two got in a pretty heavy screaming match, but it worked out in the end. To everyone's surprise, they even dated for a short time. Evidently, fame was the thing that brought them down, though. Their busy schedules just made it impossible for them. Sorry, Notebook fans, this one just isn't destined to be. There's one Disney rivalry that's become legendary at this point. It was the clash of two titans of the young adult industry. In the early 2000s, there were practically no Disney stars as big as Lindsay Lohan and Hilary Duff. One was a big movie star famous for hits like The Parent Trap, Herbie Fully Loaded, and Freaky Friday. The other was the star of one of Disney's biggest shows, Lizzie McGuire. So it's no surprise that these two superstars were destined to clash. What no one suspected was that their rivalry wouldn't actually have anything to do with their careers. Turns out both of them had eyes for the same man. For all of those that weren't born in the 90s, Aaron Carter was a pop star / rapper who was like so totally a big deal. Boys got haircuts to look like him. Girls hung posters of him in their lockers. He was basically the Ryan Gosling of middle schools everywhere. Most notably though, he was featured on a scandalous, by PG standards, episode of Lizzie McGuire. Lizzie even got to have a Disney-approved romance with Aaron in the episode. Evidently, the two stars had chemistry offset as well because a relationship formed after they filmed the episode. The rumor is that during their relationship, he actually cheated on her with Lindsay Lohan. Duff and Aaron broke up, sending shockwaves through all the preteen magazines. That is when the feud between Duff and Lohan really got going. They frequently tried to upstage each other at their own movie premieres and talk trash about one another constantly. Things got so rough that Duff explicitly said that Lohan was not allowed to be at her premiere for a Cinderella story. The real punishment would be to make her watch it. Duff once summed up the whole thing simply by saying, "Sometimes I really hate Lindsay Lohan." Apparently, things have chilled out between the two. They probably saw that Aaron Carter is now a weirdo with a giant face tattoo. Just goes to show ya, never fall for teen heartthrobs. Generations of Disney divas come and go. Where there was once Lizzie McGuire, then there was Hannah Montana. Country star Billy Ray Cyrus appeared opposite his daughter Miley. Fans also know that Selena Gomez appeared on the series playing the part of Hannah's frenemy, Michaela. Apparently, their deep hatred for each other wasn't just an act. Big surprise, it was also about a boy. Miley Cyrus started dating Nick Jonas of the Jonas Brothers way back in 2006. Jonas also dated Selena Gomez for a short time. The rumor is that this led Miley to posting a video parodying one that Gomez and Demi Lovato posted. This got so much coverage that Miley even had to issue an apology. Miley later threw a cardboard cutout of Gomez off stage during her song F You. She also suggested on Twitter that Gomez's Much Music Video Award was rigged. Like Lohan and Duff though, adulthood crept up on them. Now it seems as though they've put their feud to bed. I mean, once you get a divorce from Liam frickin' Hemsworth, why would you care about anything else? Feuding with Miley Cyrus isn't the only high-profile rivalry Gomez has had. While Gomez was starring in The Wizards of Waverly Place, Lovato was breaking out with Camp Rock and Sunny with a Chance. The two apparently knew each other long before that, though. They met during an audition for Barney and Friends. Both ended up nabbing roles and their friendship began. The two went on to achieve Disney fame but remained close. They even posted the infamous Yo-Yo vlog that ended up getting made fun of by Miley Cyrus. The two did movies together and even recorded duets. It seems like they were inseparable before one person drove them apart. I know what you're thinking, but this time it wasn't a boy. This time it was Taylor Swift. Selena started spending more and more time with Swift, apparently making Lovato feel neglected. When asked how her old friend was doing, she responded with, "Ask Taylor." Demi Lovato then hit some hard times, eventually forcing her to go to rehab at 18. Once she returned, her friendship with Gomez came back around. In the summer of 2014, Lovato unfollowed Gomez on Instagram, claiming that they'd grown apart. Then the next year, they were apparently besties again. These two are the Vin Diesel and Dwayne "The Rock" Johnsons of pop star drama. High School Musical was an instant sensation when it premiered in 2006. The hit television movie went on to start a film trilogy and several high-profile careers. The epic duo Sharpay and Ryan were fan favorites due to their sharp wit and smooth musical skills. Stars Ashley Tisdale and Lucas GRABEEL weren't quite as iconic off-set though. The two actually admitted to hating each other during the filming of the movie. Apparently they were both a little too into their characters and some of that ice-cold attitude got used against each other. This isn't all that unbelievable though. If you think about it, their lives weren't that dissimilar from the lives of their characters. They were all competing against each other to find fame. That and all of them were overshadowed by Troy Bolton and Zac Efron, which must have been rough, considering that ridiculous bowl cut in those days. The two have buried the hatchet now and are apparently the best friends we always knew they should be. The two even did a duet together on her web series Music Sessions. Is there any better way to announce to the world that you're besties than that? Okay, so Miley Cyrus had a lot of beef when she was working at Disney. The most surprising feud she had was with co-star Emily Osment. In the show, Osment played Miley's best friend, Lily. The two were as close gets. Evidently, their friendship didn't transfer into real life. Miley revealed in her autobiography that the two never really got along. Evidently, the pop star was pretty nervous about leading her own TV show, as she was an inexperienced actress. This was frustrating for Osment, who had been working in television for years. Cyrus goes on to say that she was jealous of their on-screen friendship and wished it was real. Things got better during the filming of the movie, though. The two found time together and got to be quite close. It's just too bad that they couldn't find that when they were working together on the show. If you think that's bad though, wait until you find out about her feud with Hannah Montana. I mean, you see Miley Cyrus every day nowadays, but Hannah's nowhere to be seen. Just like Lindsay Lohan's twin from The Parent Trap. Jessie is one of the sweetest shows Disney Channel has ever produced. It followed a young nanny played by Debbie Ryan. One of the best parts about the show was scene stealer Zuri Ross, played by Sky Jackson. What made the series even sweeter was how Ryan and Jackson interacted off camera. They frequently posted adorable pictures together of the two hanging out. There was also an interview featuring both of them talking about the pranks they would pull on other shows. Things took a pretty sharp turn though. Sky Jackson abruptly stopped following Ryan on social media and rumors started flying in. Sky apparently accused Ryan of pushing her around and bullying her on the show. Ryan responded with a lengthy Tumblr post where she basically called out Sky's bad attitude on set. The two do not appear to have mended fences. Sky even posted a cast picture with a caption reading how much she missed the show. Ryan's face was blurred out using Photoshop though. That's pretty cold. Remember when Shia LaBeouf was the adorable Louis Stevens on Even Stevens? It seems so long ago that he was a respected comedic star on the rise and not an insane method actor. During one of his various meltdowns after his Disney series ended, LaBeouf got into a pretty mean feud with Jim Carrey. To be fair, the Christmas Carol star was the one who fired first. During the Golden Globes, Carrey said that dying is easy, comedy is hard. I believe it was Shia LaBeouf who said that. So young, so wise. To understand this, we first need to back up a bit. Shia LaBeouf released a short film called HowardCantor.com in 2012. It was later revealed that LaBeouf had ripped the story off from a graphic novel by Daniel Close. After a bizarre skywriting apology to the graphic novelist, he vowed to retreat from public life forever. If only he'd kept his word. After Carrey swiped at him for the Daniel Close scandal, Shia LaBeouf hit back on social media in a pretty harsh way. The tweet read, "At least I don't get arrested for indecency on major LA highways or abandoned love childs." He apologized for the remark afterwards, but everyone pretty much agrees that he crossed a serious line there. Celebrity feuds are fun and all, but don't bring the children into it, Shia. What would Eileen Stevens say if she could see you now? Back in the 90s, actors Tim Allen and Jonathan Taylor Thomas from the hit show Home Improvement were big Disney stars. Allen was famous for hit films like Toy Story, The Santa Claus, and Jungle 2 Jungle. Don't judge us for watching that last one. It was years before Marvel movies, and we had to watch something. Taylor Thomas, on the other hand, was a teen heartthrob who starred in The Lion King, Tom and Huck, and Man of the House. Jonathan really looked like a star on the rise until he abruptly decided to quit Home Improvement. The actor wanted to go to college and focus on his studies. This is a pretty reasonable life choice for a young man, right? Well, not according to Tim Allen at the time. He reportedly did not take the news well, and it remained a sore subject to the entire cast. Thomas didn't even return for the finale. Things evidently got patched up, though. The two reunited on Allen's newest show, Last Man Standing. Well, there you have it, the 10 biggest Disney feuds. Were there any good ones we missed? Let us know in the comments below, and don't forget to like and subscribe.